Everyone, it's Kiri here for Bramble Fox, and I have a new layout using the fabulous April Fox box. I'm using the Love Weekends title, and I'm also using paper snips number 72 and Fox cut stencil number 115. They come with the Fox Box Plus subscription. So I'm trying to use up some of my older collections and bits and pieces. So I've pulled out a number of hip kit clubs from last year, and I've sort of gone for blues, as you can see here. And I've got bits and pieces. Some of them are not, I'm having to sort of piece them together. But I just wanted to use a mix of blues and with a little pop of that darker blue that ties really lovely to the Love Weekend colour, because that's like a really dark, it's not grey, but it's not quite, but it's a bluey grey. So yeah, so I thought that tied in really nicely. So what I've done here, I've got all my pieces. I'm just going to have lots of paper layers, and as you can see there, I'm just sticking together the two pieces because I didn't have the right orientation for these. So yeah, so you just make do, because I know that's going to be hidden anyway, so that's okay. Distressed all the edges, and then I'll get them all stuck down together. And then I've got my photos. Now I couldn't decide here with my photos. I've got colour, but I'd also printed in black and white because I just thought in the colour there's quite a bit of red, and I just wasn't sure if it looked right. So yeah, so I've got both of them, and you'll see that in a little, I think in a moment, where I try both types, but I do stick with the black and white in the end. That's always quite good, actually, printing in black and white, because it works quite well when there's a lot of colour in the photos. It just really does not work with the papers. Go print them in black and white, and that sort of solves it for you. Okay, so paper layers all on. I've stuck them all together because I've remembered, I nearly forgot, but I've remembered that I need to stencil. So before I stick it all down, I am just going to use pencil just to draw an outline. Now I went all the way around because I wasn't quite sure where I was going to add my stenciling, but I do only add the stencil elements in the top left and bottom right. So, but yeah, I drew all the way around just in case. So I have Distress Oxide in Chipped Sapphire. So it's a really nice dark blue. Again, that ties into the colour of the Love Weekends Perspective, and also the dark blue pattern papers that I'm using. So I'm just using a little bit in either corner, because this is where I'm going to build my clusters around the bottom here. And at the top, it's just behind where I'm going to have my title. So I'm just deciding whether I'm happy with that. I'm just going to add a little bit more onto the edge, I think, there, just a little bit. And I think at the bottom as well, I'm just going to continue it down. I felt like I just sort of cut it off. There we go. And then I can get my paper layers stuck down. So yeah, I'll rub out the pencil marks beforehand. So now, if you are not a Bramble Fox subscriber, pop on over to the website, brambleffox.co.uk, and just go to Foxbox, and there you'll find all of the details on how to subscribe. And you'll get a monthly Foxbox with a collection of acrylic embellishments, so that you don't miss out. There's two options. There's also Foxbox Plus, and that gives you the extra A5 stencil. So the one that I've used here, and the paper snips cut apart sheet, which is what I'm using right now, and you get 5 epoxy flare as well. So yeah, so all the details, as I say, on the website. Okay, so fussy cutting out this little one here. I thought was really cute. It's got an umbrella, and there it was quite rainy this day. My husband's actually, I should explain, my husband likes to run. He's done loads of 10K runs over the years, quite a few half marathons and one marathon. So and I go to all of them, and that's the thing. Thought it worked really nicely with the title Love Weekends. My husband works full time, and now that I'm semi-retired, it's really nice. We obviously like to do things together on the weekends, and I always go and support him when he's running. So yeah. Now on this day, it was actually quite wet, and it did rain on and off throughout the few hours that we were there. So yeah, hence why I thought that little cute cutout of the boy with the umbrella was perfect. And then I've just brought in some embellishments, and I just wanted to add a little pop of colour. So I've just got this sort of pinky orangey tones, because I'm going to use some of the other elements from the Fox box. I've got the umbrella over there on the right in the minty green, and then over on the left you can see there's like the 2 postage stamps with the butterfly inserts, and I'm going to add those in as well. And there's that little pop of sort of pinky peach in there, so I'm just bringing that in with some of the ephemera pieces. So yeah, so playing around here, just deciding what is going where, as you can see, and lots of fing around, deciding on that one leaf. Anyway, I've got it stuck down, thankfully. And in the Fox box, there are 2 of the wooden words. We've got enjoying and means so much, so I'm going to get those added in as well. Now with the embellishments, I've added foam pads to some, so I raised some of them up. The others I leave flat, but I'm only sticking glue to the center. I obviously curl up the petals or leaves so that I still continue to get that dimension that I like, because I've got lots of lovely paper layers, which is fabulous. I love that. Lots of distressing, again, love that, big tick. And then with my embellishment clusters, get that extra dimension in there. So yeah, another big tick. Right, so I'm just placing that postage stamp down there on the bottom right, so it's going to sit in with that cluster, and then the other one will sit in on the top left cluster there. So I'll just get each piece stuck down. I'll just mix them up. So I've mixed the mint green with the pinky peach colour on the 2 of the postage stamps. Don't know what I'm doing here. Something's distracted me, but anyway, here we go. Kept going. Getting everything stuck down. So we're almost there. Oh, no, a few things. You put things down and then you totally forget that you haven't stuck them down. It's often you find out when I lift my layer up and things all drop off. Okay, so umbrellas on, and now my other wooden phrase, and then there's just a little piece at the top there that says captured. And then I think, if I got my title stuck down, probably not. I bet you I forget. I've forgotten that I've not put the title down. Now, one of the things that I did with the title that you've seen is I've actually stuck it onto a plainer pattern paper background, mainly because I knew it was going to sit over quite a few different pattern papers, and sometimes the titles can get a little lost. So I find that if I just stick to a sort of a plainer coordinating paper, just trim around it, so leaving a small border, it just really allows it to pop. And you know, if you'd seen what it looked like before and now what it looks like, it makes quite a big difference. So that's just a little tip. It works really well. I'll obviously always add my journaling, which I'll do off camera. I do actually add a few extra embellishments, which I do off camera. Completely forgot about it, but there was a few little hearts and wooden buttons that just coordinated with the paper collection that I was using. But I think I'm pretty much nearly there. You'll see the final layout in just a moment. Sorry about my head. Here we go. And then you'll get all of the close-up photos. You'll see the Fabulous Perspectives, the Love Weekends title, the postage stamps, you've got the paper snips, and the Fox Cut stencil. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching the process video, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.